Hope you are good. We are here for great right now. You can find all the lessons on interest student. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the student. Then you have to select math from the subject type, scroll down to the right math, and then click the lessons. There you can find a list of chapters. We're going to start with the chapter measurement. The lessons we're going to cover today are choose the appropriate customer unit of measure, compare and convert customer units of length, compare and convert customer unit of weight, compare and convert customer units of volume. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions also. Okay, here I'm on grade 5 now. Let's just start with the lesson that is choose the appropriate customer unit of measure. Which is a better estimate for the length of the car? 4 yards, 4 feet. So 4 yards is a better estimate, right? Because 4 feet is too short. The correct option is 4 yards. Which is a better estimate for the volume of a baby powder? 1 cup, 1 teaspoon. That is 1 cup is a better estimate, right? Because 1 teaspoon is too little. Let's just start with the next question. Which is a better estimate for the weight of a razor? 3 tons, 3 ounces. So which is the correct option? That is 3 ounces. The correct option is option number. That is 3 ounces. Which is a better estimate for the length of a parking space? 8 yards, 8 meters. That is 8 yards because that's a parking space. So it would be 8 yards. Option number one is the correct option. Which is a better estimate for the volume of a plastic cup? 20 pence or 20 tablespoons. So which is the correct option? that is 20 tablespoons. Volume of a plastic capsule will be 20 pence. Option number one is the correct option. That is 20 pence. Option number one is the correct option. Both of the tablespoons. That is 20 tablespoons. The correct option is option number three. That is 20 tablespoons. Which is a better estimate for the weight of a car gun. 16 times 16 pounds. Fire truck. So that would be 16 tons. Option number one is the correct option. That is 16 tons. Which is a better estimate for the volume of a bathroom sink. 1 fluid ounce or 1 gallon. The correct option is 1 gallon. Option number three is the correct option. That is 1 gallon. Which is a better estimate for the height of a can of soda. That is 5 inches, 5 miles. That is 5 inches. Option number one is the correct option because that is just a can. So that would be 5 miles, 5 inches. So the option number one is the correct option. Which is a better estimate for the volume of the vessel. That is 11 teaspoons or 11 pence. So which is the correct option? That is 11 teaspoons. Option number one is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself if you feel. Let's just move on to the next lesson. The next lesson is compare and convert customer unit of length. Twelve inches equal how many feet? So 12 inches equal 1 feet. 12 inches equal 1 foot, which is more 1,182 feet or 1 mile. One mile is same as 5,380 feet. So 1 mile is more than 1,180 feet. Which, okay, let's just start with the test questions. Which is more, 1 foot or 80 inches? 1 foot equal 12 inches. 1 foot equal 12 inches. So 18 inches is more than 1 foot. Eighteen inches is more than 1 foot. One yard equal how many feet? 1 yard equal 3 feet. Option number one is the correct option. 1 yard equal 3 feet. Twelve inches equal how many feet? 12 inches equal. That is 1 feet. Option number one is incorrect. 12 inches equal 1 feet. Option number one is the correct option. Which is more 2,897 yards or 1 mile. I think 1 mile is more. So 1 mile equal 1,760 yards, right? So then 2,897 yards is more than 1 mile. One mile is same as 1,760 yards. So 2,897 yards is more than 1 mile. 1 mile equal how many feet? 1 mile equals 5,280. That is 5,280. 36 inches equal how many yards? 36 inches equals 1 yard. 1 yard equals 36 inches. Which is more, 497 yards or 1 mile? 1 mile is more because 1 mile equals 1,760 yards. Option number 3 is the correct option. Which is more, 1 mile or 7,601? One mile equal 1 mile equal So 7,001 feet is more. Okay, let's just on the next lesson. The next lesson is compare and convert customary units of weight. Now we're going to learn the units of weight. So which is more, 1 pound or 3 ounces? So 1 pound is equal to 16 ounces, right? So then 23 ounces is more than 16. So 23 ounces is more than 1 pound. 2,000 pounds equal how many tons? 2,000 pounds equal 1 ton. Let's just start with the test questions. Sixteen ounces equal how many pounds? 16 ounces equal 1 pound. Option number one is equal function. 16 ounces equal 1 pound. Option number one is equal function. 1,000 pounds equal how many tons? 2,000 pounds equal 1 ton. Option number one is the correct option. That is 1 ton. 16 ounces equal how many pounds? 16 ounces equal 1 pound. Option number one is the correct option. 1 ton equal how many pounds? 1 ton equal 2,000 pounds. Option number one is the correct option. 1 ton equal 2,000 pounds. Which is more, 1 pound or 27 ounces? 27 ounces, right? Because 1 pound equals 13 ounces. So 27 ounces is then 13 ounces. Which is more 1 ton of 2066 pounds. 2066 pounds. With 1 ton equal to 1000. That is 2066 pounds. Which is more 21 ounces or 1 pound? So 1 pound equal 16 ounces. So 21 ounces is more than 16 ounces. Which is more 1 ton or 1350 pounds? That is 1 ton is more than 1350. So you can complete the lesson by yourself later today, like we just doing the next lesson. The next lesson is compare and convert customary units of volume. Which is more 16 pence on 1 gallon. 1 gallon is equal to 8 pence. So 16 pence is more than 8 pence. Which is more 1 pence or 4 cups. 1 pence is same as 2 cups. Let's just start with the text questions. Convert 8 pence equal how many gallons? Eight pence equal 1 gallon. Option number one is the correct option. 2 cups equal how many pence? 2 cups equal 1 pence. Option number one is the correct option. That is one. Which is the 3 cups of 1 pod? 1 pot equal 4 cups, I think. Let me just 1 pot equal 4 cups. The correct option is 1 pot is more. The correct option is option number 1 gallon equal how many pots? 1 gallon equal 4 pots. The correct option is 4. Four cups equal 1 pot. Option number 1 is the correct option. Which is more, 2 cups or 1 pint? So which is the correct option? One pint is equal to 2 cups. They are exactly equal. The correct option is they are equal. Which is more, 1 pot or 6 cups? So 6 cups is more than 1 pot. The correct option is 6 cups. Which is more, 1 pint or 4 cups? They are equal. Option number 3 is the correct option. They are equal. Yes, they are equal, but I said up to the option. 1 cup equal 4. 1 pot equal 4. Which is more, 16 pints or 1 gallon? Then 16 gallon is more. The correct option is 16 pints, sorry, gallon. Which is more, 3 quarts or 1 gallon? They are exactly equal. 1 gallon equal 3 quarts, so they are exactly. Oh, 1 gallon is more because 1 gallon equals 4 times, right? So 1 gallon is okay, we are done with the lesson. So we were working. So we were working on grade 4 math, grade 5 math. The chapter we were working on is we're working on the chapter measurement. The lessons we have covered today are choose the appropriate customary units of measure, compare the word customary unit of length, comparing the word customary unit of weight, and then comparing the word customary unit of volume. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions of lesson teachers. That is the homework under the session. If you need more help with any of the lessons, you can simply click on the live chat button Tutors are available to help you, or either you can write down the question in the chat box and here to answer all your question in English or any. So if you have any questions, you can please write them down in the chat box. I here to answer all your questions and comments. So any questions? Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye everyone.